Well, Charlotte is a really collaborative community, and we value the fact that we work together to solve big problems and to address issues like homelessness, like hunger, like domestic violence, like needs for our veterans. And that's why I think it's so important that Legal Services of Southern Piedmont and Legal Aid of North Carolina and their partners are vital to making this work for our community. It is the collaboration among organizations that help us address these problems together as a community.
The Urban Ministry Center's mission is to bring the community together to end homelessness one life at a time. And there's certain things that we're gifted in. We develop and provide wraparound support services for folks in housing. We provide basic needs here. But there's some skill sets that are essential for somebody's pathway out of homelessness that we just don't necessarily have in-house. And so we've been so grateful to partner with Legal Aid to assist clients in making sure they have the legal protections they need to gain access to services they need.
Legal Aid of North Carolina's housing program helps families find and keep safe, stable, and affordable housing. I just believe that everyone deserves a safe place to live. The children deserve to know at the end of the day that they have a place that they can go to sleep and a place that they can call home.
Having my place allows me more freedom. It allows me to get back on my feet. It allows me to have another opportunity to have stability, not only financially, but stability of not being homeless again. It gives me the freedom to lay down and don't have to worry about people walking by me at night if they're gonna hurt me. It gives me a sense of security.
Our partnership with Urban Ministries Center is incredibly important because they're on the front lines of homelessness. This collaboration has helped keep families together and out of the shelter. It's helped keep children in schools and allowed the parents to work. It's provided the housing that is the foundation for life, and really for many people, it really changes the trajectory of their life.
Legal Aid and Legal Services have been such an open and willing partner to work, to bring their skill set in terms of legal expertise, to bring that to the table, to help fight homelessness, to help fight hunger, to help across a myriad of social issues. But really behind it all is this drive towards justice.
We know that poverty has a big impact on health, from the food you're able to afford, to the place you live, to things like stress and discrimination. These all impact health. Carolina's Medical Legal Partnership is a collaborative effort between Legal Services of Southern Piedmont, Legal Aid of North Carolina, and several clinics at Carolina's healthcare system, where we've put legal staff on as part of the healthcare team to meet the needs of patients and improve the health of our communities.
In our clinic in particular, we're the main pediatric safety net clinic in the county. We're dealing with a lot of the impacts of poverty on families and on kids in particular. If I identify a child who is suffering from the health consequences of substandard housing, and I know that there's a lawyer that can help deal with getting the family into a healthier living situation, that makes things move much more quickly in terms of getting a child out of a condition that's worsening his health.
So having medical staff and legal staff work together has really been a huge benefit to the people that we serve. On the legal end, it makes us more effective. We have the weight often of a medical opinion to help us in our cases, and we reach people that otherwise might not know about our services through the traditional avenue. On the healthcare side, oftentimes our interventions are key to really moving the needle and making a difference in improving people's health.
I think it's particularly important that these services are available and continued because we have many patients and families who are in dire need of legal help to address some of the conditions that affect their health, and they just don't have the resources to pay for legal help on their own.
Through the Medical Legal Partnership, we have doctors and lawyers who are working together to make a real difference in the lives of people who are often facing very serious medical conditions. At its core, Carolina's Medical Legal Partnership is about teaming up for a healthier community.
Domestic violence is a really big issue here in Charlotte. There is a courtroom which runs every single day of the week, and almost always this courtroom is full of people who are seeking domestic violence protective orders. Legal Services of Southern Piedmont, along with Safe Alliance and Legal Aid of North Carolina, work together in a very strong collaboration to assist people who find themselves in domestic violence situations.
Many of the clients that come to Safe Alliance, either in our domestic violence shelter or in our courts program, do not have the resources to help put themselves and their children in a stable environment. Many of those resources are things that can be supported through safety planning, housing, but without the legal support that's provided by Legal Aid and Legal Services, these community members do not have the resources to be able to have the support and the rights to go to a court to have these legal issues addressed. Every day we help those members of the community to live safely, to be healthy, to have an education, opportunities, and housing to change their lives.
La importancia de la protección o la orden de protección, primeramente para yo sentirme segura, es sentirme segura yo y mi hijo, para poder salir a la calle y no tener miedo a que una persona me pueda hacer daño, temer por mi vida. La parte legal, la parte de justicia, si trabaja, no necesariamente teníamos que llegar a una mujer casi muerta para que le puedan dar una protección, sino que existe.
The benefit and the impact of the collaboration between Safe Alliance, Legal Services, and Legal Aid is that the victims of domestic violence are able to transition from victim to survivor of domestic violence. They're able to come out of the shadow and out of the dark time of feeling like they're isolated and alone to knowing that there is a strong existing network of support that's ready and able to help them to go from the very first phase of telling your story for the first time to representation in court to eventually receiving therapy and being able to move on and be a whole healthy person again.
For us, it's actually how do we create a connectivity between the individuals who need those services and the services that are around them to provide them, when they are not always in the same space. So opportunities like what we have with Legal Services and the volunteers that come from Legal Aid is to actually say, what are the opportunities? How do we create greater opportunity for people to be within one service to have multiple set of services? Our organizations together were created, 40 or 50 years ago for that reason, because this community had a vision for Charlotte that did not need to be in crisis all the time. This is why we exist, and we still have a challenge because we keep growing and we have more people to help.
Charlotte is a place where people come together around common issues, common needs, and they solve problems together. It's about sharing a common future. It's about sharing a common humanity and knowing that we're all vulnerable. And someday we're in a position to help others. Someday we may be the one who needs the help. We know that our communities rise or fall on the strength of that collaboration and that sense that we are stronger together and that we'll have a better future if we work together.